Hi dear students, Jai Swami Narayan. Hopefully all of you are fine and completing your work on time. And you must have also started enjoying online studies. And don't forget to complete your book. Whatever work is assigned by your teacher, you are supposed to complete on that day only. And you have to keep reading your lessons from the textbook also. So let us have small introduction of today's lessons. So today we would be talking about an animal. Dogs and wolves belong to the same family. Rather, dogs have evolved from wolves. Another fact is that over the centuries, wild animals have been mastered and tamed by man. As you can see around, some animals are tamed to keep as a pet at their home, and some animals are tamed for economical purposes, means to earn money from them. This story informs us how a dog changed to a tamed animal. So dear students, now it's story time. Yes, today I am going to narrate a story. How many of you know who is the most faithful animal to man? I guess everybody knows it. But how can you reply it to me? Okay, let us see the answer. The answer is dog. Now whoever got the answer correct can pat their back from my side or can clap for themselves. It's a story, the story which I'll be reading today. It's a story about an ill-pleased dog who was looking for a master for himself and the one who is strongest on the earth. Earlier dogs, they used to wander like wolves in the jungle and they have to find food from themselves, and they are also scared of the animals who were stronger to them. That's why this dog started looking for a master for himself. He tried living as a servant with so many animals, but in the end he found that man is the strongest creature on the earth. Since then, he is living as a faithful servant with man. So let us listen to the story. How the dog found himself a master. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom. Until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than him. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. He walked and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf, who was as strong as he was fierce. "Where are you going, dog?" the wolf asked. "I am looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf?" "I don't see why not," the wolf said. And this agreed upon, the two of them went on together. They walked, and all of a sudden, the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes, and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. "What's come over you, master?" he asked. "What has frightened you so? Can't you see? There's a bear out there, and he might eat up both of us, you and me." Seeing that the bear was stronger than wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him. And he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily and said, "Let us go and find a herd of cows. I'll kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill." They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows. But just as they were about to reach, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were mooing loudly and running in a panic in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Now, why did I have to come here? Said he to the dog. It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts. The lion? Who's he? Don't you know? He is the strongest beast on earth. Well, then I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it. And the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliffs when all of a sudden the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw, with such force that a hole formed there. Then he began to back away very quietly. What is it, master? Is anything wrong? Asked the dog, surprised. I smell a man coming this way, the lion said. We would better run for it or we'll be in trouble. Oh well, then I'll say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. And off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago, but to this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. So dear students, I hope all of you must have enjoyed this story and understood it well. So now let us summarize the story. As you see in the starting, dog met wolf and he asked him to be his master. But later on he realized that wolf was scared of bear. So he approached bear to be his master, and bear said, okay, I can be your master. But later on he realized that bear was also scared of lion. Now he approached lion to be his master. Lion agreed, and for a long time both of them lived together, as lion was the king of the jungle. Now in the end he realized that lion is also scared of man. So he found that man was the strongest creature on the earth. So in the end he bid adieu to the lion as well. Dog came to man as his servant and lived as a faithful servant to him. Then after, until today, you can see dog is the most faithful animal man is keeping as a pet at his home. I hope all of you have enjoyed this story. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay tuned for more videos.